Hi there, I'm Mary King, staff writer and restaurant expert for Fit Small Business, here today to talk to you about Touchbistro Point of Sale. If you'd like to read our full written evaluation, you can find that linked in the description box below. Touchbistro is a really popular iPad point of sale for restaurants of all types. If you're looking at Touchbistro, you're probably also considering popular iPad points of sale like Lightspeed Restaurant. These two systems are very similar. They both operate on iPads. They both have a similar price point, and they both integrate with several payment processors so users can shop around for the best rates. The main differences are that Touchbistro has a slightly better offline functionality, and it's also really excellent for food trucks, where Lightspeed Restaurant does not recommend its software for food trucks, though Lightspeed offers a 14-day free trial, which Touchbistro does not. Generally, we recommend Touchbistro for food trucks, of course, like we mentioned before. There's a lot of hardware configurations that Touchbistro will walk you through to get the best solution for your food truck. And also the iPads can be cellular enabled, so it's a really easy setup. We also like Touchbistro for quick service restaurants. It's a really easy to learn interface that sort of looks like a big iPhone. So in a high turnover environment like a quick service restaurant, it can really help shorten your training time. We also like it for breweries, wine bars, and pubs because Touchbistro has some really great integrations with beverage-specific inventory modules like Craftable's Bevager and FreePour to help you manage draft systems. So it's really excellent for breweries and pubs that need to manage kegs. We don't recommend Touchbistro for retail businesses for obvious reasons. It's a system that's designed specifically for restaurants, so it doesn't really have the tools that you'd need to run an excellent retail business. We also don't love it for restaurants with large or frequently changing menus, like a farm to table concept, for example, mostly because entering new menu items and new ingredients can be a little clunky. You have to enter each menu item and each ingredient individually, unlike some systems that let you bulk upload those things. So if you're changing your menu or your ingredients frequently, you might spend a lot of administrative time on Touchbistro. But let's talk about price. That's a big question, right? Touchbistro's pricing is really transparent. That's something I really love about this system. Right now, it starts at $69 per month for a single terminal for software. But Touchbistro tiers that pricing. So what that means is if you need more than one terminal, say you're running a full service restaurant, you need 3 terminals and maybe a handheld on the patio, you want to call Touchbistro directly for a custom quote. They don't list their multiple terminal pricing publicly, but that's because they want to work out a per terminal price that fits best for your operation. So if you need more than one terminal, your per terminal price is going to be less than $69 per month, but you'll need to contact Touchbistro to get a more accurate estimate on that. Touchbistro also has several add-on modules that you can add to make your point of sale more functional and fit your business. They have a reservations module that most point of sales don't offer. They also offer integrated online ordering, gift cards, and loyalty. But keep in mind, this pricing reflects the prices at the time this was recorded. So for the most accurate, up-to-date pricing, you'll want to contact Touchbistro just to double check. So once you've decided that you're going to go with Touchbistro, what's it like to get started? It's really pretty straightforward. You'll want to contact Touchbistro for a demo at any rate, because you might be able to get some special pricing. So you'll get a full estimate that matches your restaurant. You'll also want to choose a processor. This is a different step from most other cloud points of sale, and that's because Touchbistro integrates with several payment processors. So you can choose from the built-in Touchbistro payments. You can also choose from TSYS, WorldPay, or even Square. So it might take a little bit of time. It can take 1 business day for Touchbistro payments typically. For other payment processors, you might want to allow 3 days to a week to apply and hear back. But once you have all of that decided, you'll receive your hardware, you'll install it, you can self-install it using the knowledge base and tutorials that Touchbistro has, or you could also call for one-on-one support. The average time frame will take you 1 to 2 weeks from the time you contact Touchbistro to installing your system, typically, and that's pretty average for a cloud point of sale. Once you get your system and you get it installed, probably the first thing you're going to do is add your ingredients so you can get your ingredient level inventory going. So let's take a look at that. Adding each inventory item must be done individually through the point of sale terminal. So you'll start with the admin functions, and then you're going to need to choose admin settings, menu, ingredients, managing ingredients, and then you can add ingredients. And you need to do this for every ingredient that you want to add. So Touchbistro gets points for including ingredient level inventory in its baseline system, but if you have a large menu, adding all of your ingredients can definitely take some time. It also doesn't include vendor and purchase order management in the ingredient level inventory. So if you need those functions, you'll want to add a third-party inventory integration like MarketMan or Optimum Control. Touchbistro does integrate with several of those tools, but it's worth mentioning that even without vendor management and purchase order management, you'll still get really detailed inventory reporting, and you can generate your own purchase orders off of low stock alerts and things like that. You just can't do it in the point of sale itself. Talking about reports, let's take a deeper look at that. Touchbistro is a cloud point of sale, so most of its reports, it has more than 50 built-in reports. Most of those reports are available on the cloud, so you can check those from your home computer. You can even check them on your smartphone. You can customize your views by time frames, so if you want to see sales for a certain day or voids for a certain week or compare month to month, you can do that really easily. And you can even schedule reports to automatically email to your owners and management team. So you can get end-of-day reports automatically emailed at the end of the day or month-end reports at the end of the month, things like that. The only thing that you'll want to watch out for, some reports have a really singular focus. So you might need several reports to get all the information that you need. So say your end-of-day manager log, you want to track check average, voids and comps, and sales by server. You might need 3 to 5 reports to get all of that information. For small operations, that might not be a big deal. If you have a large operation, it can get a little tedious at the end of the day. But while we're talking about sales by server and things like that, let's take a look at how you can manage your staff in Touchbistro. With this system, you do get unlimited employees, so you're not locked into just one login or anything like that. You also have a built-in time clock in your point of sale system, so you can track your staff hours and tips and sales. You won't need an extra tool for tracking hours. Touchbistro does not currently support a built-in scheduling tool like some competitors, like I know Toast and Revel Systems have built-in scheduling tools. You'll need to add an integration if you want to have your schedule integrated into your Touchbistro point of sale. And it integrates with 7shifts and push operations for those tools. This is nitpicky, but worth mentioning since competitors do offer it. Touchbistro currently doesn't offer any extended HR tools or onboarding like other systems like Toast and Square currently have. But when you're moving on from managing your staff, looking at how to manage your customers, this is where Touchbistro really has a lot of robust, excellent tools. Like most cloud points of sale, Touchbistro does log all of your customer data in a central database. So you have all of their preferences, you can track birth dates, you can track favorite foods, number of visits, average spend, things like that. And that will sync with your built-in loyalty program. The loyalty is really customizable. Customers can enroll either in person when they make a purchase. They can also enroll when they make an online purchase if you offer online ordering. Um, you also can choose how to reward customers, and you can choose how to track points. So you can reward a customer with an item like a free coffee or a free dessert, or you can alternatively give a dollar discount or a percentage discount. The only thing that's a little sticky here is the loyalty module is $99 per month. It is really robust and really easy to use, but competitors like Lightspeed and Square, their loyalty programs are a little less expensive, more in the $45 to $80 range. Um, so again, this reflects current pricing. When I recorded this video, the prices might fluctuate somewhat, but at the moment, Touchbistro is a little expensive for loyalty, even though their loyalty program is really, really good. So looking after managing customers, let's look at how you manage your menu. Like the inventory and adding ingredients, you do have to add each menu item individually, but unlike with inventory, you can add your menu items through the cloud dashboard. So you can be sitting at your home computer or you can be sitting in your back office. You don't have to wrestle your staff to get a point of sale terminal to do this. You can enable single menu items to appear on multiple menus, like your happy hour menu. It also supports time restricted menus like happy hour menus. So if you want to offer drink specials or dessert specials or appetizers from 5 to 7 Monday through Friday, your Touchbistro system can do that automatically after you've set up the menu. You can also open price items. So if you sell market price meats or fishes, things like that, you can leave the price open so your servers can add the price a la minute, basically. You get nested modifiers and forced modifiers for things like combo building or meat temperatures or adding a salad dressing, so your staff never forgets to add information where you need it. Ultimately, this is really pretty standard across the board, but again, this is where the screens and the system are really pretty easy to use, with the exception that you can't bulk upload your menu items like you might be able to with Lightspeed or Square. The system also includes integrated online ordering. You can get it for an additional $50 per month, which is a pretty average rate for adding online ordering. And you get a really streamlined, easy to build online ordering menu that's hosted on the TB Dine platform. So customers can search that platform in their town or their zip code. So new customers can discover you pretty easily by using that platform. You can customize your online ordering to accept delivery or pickup orders. You can ask them to be scheduled in advance, or you can accept only orders for as soon as possible. You can also accept or decline orders when they arrive in your point of sale. So if your kitchen's really busy, you can decline an order and the customer will get a message saying that you're just not available right now. One of the cool things about the online ordering module is that it also syncs with your loyalty module. So your customers are going to get the same experience, whether they're in-house or online. If you want to save on some payment processing fees, you can also set your online orders to be paid in person when customers come to pick up, which is a nice little perk. But let's take a look at what it's like in-house. Touchbistro's front of house features are really comprehensive. You can pre-authorize bar tabs. I know that's important for full service restaurants and for bars. You can pre-authorize bar tabs with credit card information. So you'll never have open checks at the end of the night. You also have seat management, course management. You can easily transfer checks and split payments, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. You can manage tables, you build custom floor plans, and you'll also get color-coded table statuses so you can see where your tables are. This is really helpful when you're busy. You also get custom roles and permissions. You can have an unlimited number of staff roles with customized permissions so everyone has access to the information they need and no access to the information they don't need. And they also have a couple of really unique features, like tableside ordering, and they have, like we mentioned before, the optional reservations platform that not a lot of point of sales offer. So one of the things that's really great on Touchbistro is their tableside ordering. It operates on iPads just like the rest of the system, which gives you full-size buttons for really easy menu navigation. Um, this is a really For me, this is as much a pro as it is a con, and let me explain. So I love that you get the full-size buttons on the iPad, and as you can see here, it also has the table with the seat numbers, and it forces seat numbers, so that makes your ordering really organized. My one caution about iPad-based tableside tablets is they don't fit easily into an apron pocket. So they can make it can be easy for a server to take an order and then lay down the iPad somewhere so they can refill waters or clear a table, um, and then forget where they put the iPad down. It's also not drop proof like an industry grade handheld like Toast or Upserve by Lightspeed has. So those are a couple of things that stand out to me. I really like iPads tableside if your staff can be careful, or just make sure your apron pockets are large enough to put an iPad in them, and you solve a lot of these problems. But while we're talking about the menu views, um, Touchbistro offers some really insightful menu views. You can set your menus to show the images of your dishes, or you can set it to a text mode where you can color code different buttons to showcase specials or new menu items or a price change, things like that. So it really depends on what your preferred style is, if you're going to show images or if you're going to show text. I also really love that Touchbistro has the seat positions on the order screen, whether you're ordering tableside or in the terminal. So it makes it really foolproof to place every order, whether it's a beverage or a dish, by seat number. Because in a team wait environment, this makes it so much easier for other staff members to help team wait on a table. If I know that these drinks waiting at the bar are going to table 104 and that the martini goes to seat 1 and the iced tea goes to seat 2, it's so much easier for me to just run those and keep service going. So I really do love this forced seat and the table illustration on Touchbistro. While we're talking about standout features, we have to mention the reservation function. The Touchbistro reservation module is optional, and it's $229 per month currently. That might sound kind of dear, but when you look at other reservation systems like OpenTable, Resi, Yelp for Restaurants, it's really pretty competitive. 224 is right in the middle. Sorry, 229 is right in the middle. Currently, Touchbistro is the only cloud point of sale that offers a built-in reservation function, and it has all of the functionality that you would find in something like Resi. You can take reservations by phone, in person, or online. There's also a waitlist function, and you can vault credit cards to charge cancellation or no-show fees, which is a big deal these days with people not showing up for their reservations. It also syncs with table status in your point of sale. So your front desk team can really easily see what tables have paid, who's going to clear soon, so they can keep guests apprised of an accurate wait time. And again, keep in mind, this pricing just reflects the current pricing when I recorded this video. So you'll want to contact Touchbistro to get the most current pricing if you're interested in this system. Talking about systems, let's talk about the kitchen a little bit. Touchbistro also offers an integrated kitchen display system. It also operates on iPads just like the rest of the system, but it only incurs the cost of the hardware. You'll need to contact Touchbistro for the cost of the hardware, but it's really pretty great that they don't charge a lot of extra software fees for this. The Touchbistro KDS scored some points on our ranking of KDS. We really like this system, and I'll link to that evaluation in the description box below. You get color-coded tickets, which you can see in this image here along the top. You also get a scroll bar at the bottom, so you can see little thumbnails of additional tickets on other screens. So you don't have to constantly be swiping back and forth to see new tickets versus the tickets that are up. If someone comes into the kitchen and they have a question for the expo can really quickly pull up a ticket that you just rang in without having to navigate a million different ways. The only thing, and this is the same thing with the tableside devices, the only thing I have to mention here is that operating on an iPad, which admittedly a lot of cloud point of sales do for their KDS screens, they're not as spill proof or heat resistant as an industry grade terminal would be. So if your kitchen is particularly hot or has a lot of steam or something like that, you might prefer an industry grade terminal that you can get through someone like Toast. Again, that's kind of nitpicky. If you have an open kitchen and really good ventilation, this is never going to be a problem for you. But again, it's just something worth noting. Getting into the general hardware for Touchbistro, it does work on several generations of iPads, iPad Air, and iPad mini devices, generally anything that runs iOS 12 or later. These are all configurable as stationary terminals, KDS screens, tableside terminals, or reservation terminals, although Touchbistro doesn't recommend running the full point of sale on an iPad mini just because of limitations on the screens. For peripheral hardware, Touchbistro operates on the industry standard Epson and Star Micronics receipt printers, kitchen printers, and cash drawers. And you can bring your own hardware if it's compatible, or you can purchase hardware from Touchbistro for custom quoted prices. The one thing you'll want to note though is Touchbistro can only support hardware that you purchase directly from them. And that's pretty standard. I mean, if they didn't sell it to you, they can't guarantee the condition of the hardware. So if you really are concerned about warranties and things like that, you should just buy your hardware from Touchbistro directly. But bottom line, Touchbistro is a really robust, incredibly easy to use point of sale for restaurants of all types. It's mid-price compared to its competitors. Its hardware is affordable, and you can bring compatible hardware if you have it. It has really strong tools for loyalty, reservations, and customer management, and it integrates with multiple payment processors. The only things you'll want to watch out for are that the reporting and inventory have some limitations, but they're probably fine for most small operations. And the loyalty tools are robust, but they're just a little bit more expensive than some other competitors. But if you want to see our full evaluation of the best restaurant point of sales, we rank them every year. I'll link to that in the description box below. If you feel like Touchbistro is a good fit for your business and you're ready to get started, you should contact Touchbistro directly to get a demo and get that set up going. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give us a like below. And if you want to see more point of sale reviews as we post them, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Again, I'm Mary King with Fit Small Business, and happy selling.